Hey guys, Metal Viking 82 here, back with another Viking Orations. Got another review for you today, third and final one of the day, and we're going to end things on some indie metal, and that is Shroud of Vulture with their lone album, Upon a Throne of Jackals. Excuse me. Now, if you are not familiar with this band, they are a doom death with a little bit of black metal in their sound. Band from Indianapolis, Indiana, been around since 2016, featuring Mike Nash, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce your last name. I apologize. Handling the bass. He is also in the band Apostle of Solitude. You have Justin Rhea on guitars, Nate Bracey handling the vocals. He is formerly of Summon the Destroyer, which is another amazing death metal band from Indiana. And Sam Jackson on the drums. This is their debut full-length album. It is 7 tracks and just a little over 38 and a half minutes in length. And this is just an absolutely killer doom death album, in my opinion. The album starts with this slow, heavy, dirty sounding guitar riff. Then at about the 44-second mark, the bass and the drums finally kick in, and you're treated to a nice, heavy, doomy instrumental track to kind of set the tone for the album, and things really kick into gear with the follow-up track. The guitars on here have a heavy and nasty tone to them. They play a great mix of the slow, heavy riffs you would expect in doom death with these kind of faster paced, almost black metal-esque riffs at times, as well as some more mid-paced chugs and gallops. I can honestly hear some ceremonium in these guitar riffs, particularly the Into the Autumn Shade album. And not only can I hear that in the riffs, just the overall sound to this entire album reminded me of Ceremonium, to be honest. The bass is thick and heavy with a little bit of fuzziness to it, kind of a Will Romer-ish kind of bass sound, if you will, but a little bit heavier. It's not super high in the mix, but definitely audible and really gives the songs a solid backbone, excuse me. Solid drum production with a great snap to the snare, nice kick drum sound, really well done double bass work and blast beats at times. And I know I've heard it's not easy to play doom death drums, excuse me. Compared to standard death metal, but overall, I thought Sam's performance was really solid. Finally, you top everything off with Nate's vocals, and he delivers a very powerful growl with this kind of cavernous feel to them, like they were recorded in a dark, evil cave somewhere. Track number 2, The Altar. The thing I found, though, is that with that song, the first kind of song proper, if you will, they seem a little low in the mix, kind of low over, a little slightly overshadowed by the instruments in that song. But by the time you get into track number 3, Perverted Reflection, they're more audible and kind of higher up. And that continues throughout the rest of the album. But it just seemed like when I was listening to it, when you get to that second song and the vocals actually kick in, they just seem to kind of, buried in the mix just a tiny bit. But then, like I said, by track 3, everything's fixed and it sounds great for the rest of the album. The only thing I picked out on here, track number 4, Invert Every Throne slash Vuko. Hopefully I pronounced that right, probably butchered it. But at the 3:01 mark, I love that fast double bass part, as by now the song is picked up from its, slow crawl. So that fast galloping riff combined with the double bass sounds really awesome. And then at the 3:40 mark, it kind of goes back to that slow, dun, 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 dun riff and drum beat. But yeah, that section I thought sounded really cool. Overall, I think this is just a heavy, dark, and cavernous album. The atmosphere is kind of oppressive at times, yet you find yourself wanting to return to it for more. There's some lengthy songs on here. 3 of the tracks reach over the 7-minute mark, but yet they're so well written that you don't really notice how long that they are because you're so caught up in the moment and kind of embracing the darkness of it all. I was really hoping that this band was going to release some more material, but I had not heard anything on Facebook or elsewhere about any kind of new material. But I just found out that the band is pretty much no more. So this is the only thing that we're going to be getting from them. But I think they definitely put out a really solid album. I give it a 9 out of 10. I will be leaving a link down below so you can check out this album regardless. The CDs are sold out from Wise Blood Records, who put this out. Transylvanian Tapes put out the cassette version of this. I'm not sure if they have any more left, but I will definitely be leaving a link down below so you can check on that. And yeah, definitely go check this one out. This was a really good album, really solid release from here in Indiana. And yeah, that is going to do it. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. And until next time, stay brutal.